Hey guys, Turret here, bring you a 1v1 today. We are on Faymonville approach. Playing FJ spawning in the south. We have Jove as OKW, who has Luftwaffe ground forces, fortifications, and special operations. The north we have Siddolio as the Brits, who has Vanguard, Royal Engineer, and special weapons. You know, want to keep tabs on Jove, see how he's progressing now that he's practicing hard, trying to get in shape in time for GCS2. I don't think he did too well in the first tournament. He's got a lot of top 10 faction ranks at the moment, but not 100% translating into tournament play. But he's practicing hard, and he obviously has the potential to become #1 again, based on his previous ESL performances. Let's go to just duked it out there. So I was briefly thinking about bringing that squad in to try fight this squad away. Decided against it, moving it to the cutoff instead. But Jove has a squad rotating around from this point. Try and put that to an end. Oh, but he's too late. Getting into the capping circle to stop the neutralize. There he goes, gets forced away. But the universal carrier is here for Siddolio. I feel like this is extremely important when playing Brits at the moment. Getting good utility out of your universal carrier. It gets off to a pretty good start there. Forcing away that squad. 3 kills already. Interesting to see how Jove decides to deal with this universal carrier. Will it be a Raketin? Will he go for like a 5 Fox start, kind of like Talisman, or will he go for like 4 Folks into faster tech so he can get the faster Faust out? Be interesting to see how he deals with this. He's planting a mine. Unusual position for the mine, because I feel like the universal carrier is not going to come quite this far down. So I feel like that's not going to land on the UC. A squad is probably going to run over this at some point, but probably not the universal carrier. I feel like if you're planting a mine this early, you're probably hoping to get the UC, knock it out before it can bleed you too hard. He's going for the Raketin, just about completed production now. Universal carrier trying to rotate around to do a little bit more damage to the stern pioneers, being much more expensive to reinforce. Most everyone's getting sandbags down as they kept the points. Stern ponies need to get out of there. Yeah, they're going to vault the wall. Still, could be a close call. Siddolio going for a little bit of a chase. Oh my god. Oh, he's heading straight for that mine. Raketin setting up though. Oh, but he misses the first shot, and would it have been the kill shot? It's quite possible it would have. And that amount of health that it is already, that might have been the shot to kill there. So that's a little bit unlucky for Jove. Did have the option though of bringing it up a bit closer under camouflage. To, you know, improve the accuracy. And the Wasp forcing away that Fox Grenadier squad. They really want to cap this fuel though. He's not going to be denied. Brave play there from Jove. Siddolio has taken the north though. All under control. Here comes the Wasp from a slightly different angle. Rakitten setting up. Oh, but it looks like he was on attack move. Sets up slightly incorrectly. And no attack ground. Squad gets away though. I have seen him get 4 Fox on top of the Rakitten. He's got his tech truck out, so he's ready. Just needs a little bit more manpower to tech up. Has to rotate this round now, but it's a squad of Tommies on the way, causing a few headaches. Also has to back away now. Rakitten got in range briefly. He's backing away and continuing to find valid targets for it.
You have orders. Heavy armored car ready.
And in comes the AEC for Siddolio. Still no tech from Jove. It's a bit worrying. Oh, and he gets the killing blow there with the Wasp. On the Wasp, with the Rakitten rather. It's a little bit greedy keeping it around like that. And AC heads down to the south. Jove losing control of the fuel once more. This is trouble. Looks like he has gone for the mid truck. So, not going to see Puma or anything to try counter this AEC. He's just going to try. Oh, runs over a mine over here. I didn't even notice. I'm going to put that up for repairs for a while. So he does have a squad.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Fish on the field to repair that. But yeah, AC isn't super damaging his infantry, so it doesn't require a full-scale defense from Jove. It's not like you're facing against a T-70 or something, which is really going to bleed your infantry quite hard. AC not so lethal. Of course, has a very strong gun against other light vehicles, and even decent against medium tanks. Especially things like flak panzers, the more lightly armoured mediums.
New machine gun crew ready and waiting. Enemy threatening a capture point.
Taking a bit of territory is Jove. He's not upgraded any of his squads with SGGs, and he's got 140 munitions in the bank. It's a bit of a mistake. Hasn't got medics either. He does have a set of med crates back there. He's going for a machine gun, and so is Siddolio. Sitting up in the middle now. AC coming around. What's the squad out of the sandbags?
Enemy infantry having a pop.
Soft retreated, and it looks like he might go for a full retreat now. Well, engineers in there trading. So they're going to end up forcing the squad away. Oh, Vickers. It's a long range burst though. Unlikely to suppress at that range. And now he's popping a raid operation. 15 munitions for that. Oh, it's a new grenade. Oh, that could be a wipe. No. Else comes in to stop the chase down from the AC. The Rakitten was there as well, just missed. Squad gets forced away, but already captured the fuel. Gonna try to get the wipe, perhaps. Only got one gun available though. unlikely to happen when you got the other squad member with the minesweeper out. It's going back to planting another mine down the same spot. Still no STGs. Which at the moment doesn't matter too much because no 5-man upgrade yet for Siddolio and no weapon upgrades, so fortunately it's still quite effective against the Tommies, but as soon as they get that 5-man upgrade, fortunately just really start to struggle. But maybe we're going to see like a faster tech, maybe a little bit of a Cromwell rush or something. Well, this is an extremely late retreat from Jove. He's just completely forgotten about this squad and it goes down. Very easily avoided. It should have been. Mine's still there. Where's that Rakidin at? Okay, coming back onto the field now, fully healed. Does have the medics. Jove has quite a lot of fuel, can put down his tier 4 tech when he builds the truck. Putting down in that tier 4 tech, you know, often seen around this region when playing from the spawn. Almost locks down this fuel point, making it much harder for Siddolio to harass. He's using raid tactics again, trying to gather a whole bunch of territory rapidly. Could deal with some machine guns though. G34 there, shuts that one down. This is the problem with Brits, they do tend to struggle against double machine guns. Whatever the faction, just because it's so hard for them to get in direct fire. You know, making a mortar pit, it's always a struggle in a 1v1. Even in team games these days. Still very unusual not to see Jove get any STG upgrades. I'm actually really surprised about that. He's been spending his munitions on some mines and grenades, but it's a big surprise to me. Coming back out now. Oh, okay, we got some artillery flares coming in. I'll bomb down this building quite quickly. Let's have the second howitzer unlocked as well, so most likely going to result in the destruction of this building, which should make Siddolio's life a little bit easier, not having to deal with machine guns inside the buildings.
Our forces are ready to advance rapidly through the front lines. Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
No. Oh yeah, there it goes. Last shell gets the job done.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
So no 5-man upgrade for Siddolio.
Supply line's been cut.
We'll get caught trying to put up some sandbags. Takes a lot of damage. In the meantime, the squad's going to come in for the flank, so just going to have to abandon this. But you know, I did get the cutoff, so it's quite hard to get this cutoff, and it's very risky. As you see, you have to cross the negative cover road as you retreat. Already lost one squad doing exactly that, harassing that cutoff. It's a bit of a risky one. Ober's coming out now for Jove. And with the LMG upgrade, they are going to slice through these 4-man Tommies with no weapon upgrades themselves.
Ready to go on reconnaissance.
He's here only up to 6 kills so far. Oh, and he finds out about that tier 4. Drops 2 models to it. Not gonna lose the squad though. Pretty quick reactions for Siddolio there. Finds the Echidna, and the Echidna misses its shot. It might have been an attack round, I'm not sure. Echidna has to retreat now, took quite a lot of damage.
We lost a gun crew.
No, Echidna actually goes down on retreat. Using Jove to try recruit to escape again, but I think it's going to go down again. Oh, close call. Others haven't been brought into action yet. Sets up the machine gun first. Quite hard to advance out of your base with these squads behind heavy cover like this. Which is why you often see players wire these walls off. He finally gets the machine gun out of the building. Uh-oh! Oh no! Disaster stations. Didn't retreat immediately upon getting out of the building, and Cromwell coming in to try to get the wipe. Slowly rotating troops around now as well to try help, and he decrews it, but in a very safe position for Jove to be able to recruit. And he's got a second Echidna as well. Cromwell trying to take shots at the Echidna long range. That's not going too well. But maybe the trees are blocking the line of sight here? No. No, can't steal away that machine gun. Now he gets some STGs. Bit late for Jove. I'd like to see a couple more of those earlier. And he's bringing in Panzer IV. He's got the sweepers as well, which is good. Didn't really need them earlier because he hasn't had a vehicle till now. Now that he's got a vehicle, especially at this level of gameplay, sweepers are essential. Siddolio has gone for the sniper though. It's going to be his answer to these machine guns. And P4 charging in. Sniper hitting retreat. AT guns nearby for Siddolio, but I think it's going to get any hits in. Looks like P4 wants to deal with this machine gun inside the house, maybe chase away the AC that was in the south as well. He knows that he did quite a lot of damage to Cromwell, so it's out of commission for repairs. And oh, he's bringing it in. Yeah, that was didn't go too well. Perhaps he's hoping to bait him into a 6-pounder for a few more hits.
A capture point is being overrun.
Still, you're not making full use of healing. Oh, he's got the bolster upgrade, that's what it is. I was going to say, this squad on less than full health and he's got the healing available, but it's actually because he's just upgraded the bolster. He hasn't had a chance to reinforce that squad yet. I was thinking, that's, you know, that's out of character for a top level player to be running around with squads on low without healing them. Jove here destroying this entire cover wall. I wouldn't be surprised if he destroyed a little bit more of these walls as well. But you know, with this tech structure here, you notice no harassment of this fuel available for Siddolio. It's kind of leaving Jove to just come over here and harass fuel time and time again. Which is leading to a bit of a fuel lead for Jove. Also, the Cromwell does have a little bit of a hard time against the Oak3 Panzer IV. It's just got so much armor. Here comes the AC. With the powers of the Cromwell and the AC combined, they should be able to win. Oh man, Cromwell gets a monster shot there. He's out there a kitten. Is he going to try destroy it or steal it? That's the question. E4 is rotating down, but he's already not on full health. Oh, and he can't quite pick it up. Gets a little bit of suppression there. They're going to trade blows. Where's the AC? AC on the other side. 6-pounder's moving up though. Oh, and he gets hit by the target tread, it looked like. Slowing them down. Back away for repairs, but because he only had the one Raketen and it got stolen there. Couldn't try to fight that. Oh, and that's actually grenades as well. He's ticked those Mills bombs, says Siddolio. Looks like he's going to be using those instead of LMGs. I think if you were going to be using the grenades, the grenade range bulletin is actually quite strong, I feel, for the Mills bombs.
The enemy is reduced to 300 points.
I think people often, and I do often, underestimate how far they can be thrown. Sometimes it feels like a little bit of a rifle grenade. Where's this Raketen heading? He's trying to harass down here. And it looks like he's going to send his Panzer IV in support. Cromwell not at full health. Just got to be a little bit careful. 6-pounder up there and the Raketen in the middle. Take a look at VPs 353 to 300. So pretty close game in terms of VPs. Some shots. Kitten and 6-pounder rotating down now. Here is Joe's. Joe's still in position over near. Uh-oh. Oh no, runs right into the target tread. Oh, and they both penetrate, immobilizing it, and it gets abandoned. P4 goes down. Tries to recruit, but gets destroyed by Siddolio. Oh, but he loses his sniper. Maybe bit of a misclick there for Siddolio. Loses it. But that was a colossal blunder by Jove. Really, once he saw that there was a Cromwell here, he had no business re-engaging without the support of his own anti-tank gun. But he did anyway. Siddolio did hit both of his AT guns down to support and easily won the engagement because of it. A good use of the target tree as well. Uh-oh! Oh, close call. Another Cromwell coming in for Siddolio. But these... Oh no, he's cancelled it. He's cancelled it. He's gone for Anvil. That's what he's done. He's going to have access to those airburst shells. You see them blasting away. Very, very lethal against infantry, those airburst shells, and very strong against tech structures as well.
Our capture point. They're trying to take
Also provide the blind critical for vehicles. So just all in all, the airburst shells are extremely strong. He does have access to them from only the section at the moment since he lost his sniper. Doesn't have access to the ears from those any longer. Ober's now hitting Vet 2 though. That's where they start to dish it out. They gain those 40% accuracy bonus. That's when they become super lethal.
We're losing a capture point. Good. AFE ready to go.
A Raketin fire and a Faust. We'll send that back for repairs. Still only one engineer for Siddolio. Does have access to vehicle crew repairs.
Enemy causing trouble.
From
Trying
this
to take one of
commander.
our points.
Ready munitions though. Which he might want to be spending on grenades and the like. But if he goes for another tank, if he's not willing to use crew repairs frequently, he's going to need another engineer. He's getting the Churchill. Oh, this could be a wipe. A grenade connects. AC on the chase, hoping this machine gun gets the job done, and it does. ISG now for Jove. Feels like he needs a little bit of indirect fire himself. Faust should connect here. And Panther, Command Panther coming in for Jove.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Connects with that attack ground through the smoke. Going to continue the chase. AT gun is there. Will he get the killing blow here? He does. Cromwell trying to get in on the flank, and he's actually jammed it here. 6-pounder hasn't been brought up in support yet. Cromwell a little bit in danger. But Raketin comes in from the side. Both these tanks going to have to disengage now for some repairs, but that was nice for Joe, picking off the AC, which just remains lethal into the late game with that target treat ability.
We're losing a capture point.
In comes the big boy, the Churchill. Same gun as the Cromwell on it. A much sturdier chassis. Churchill, kind of unusual in terms of heavy tanks, has quite good acceleration and turning, but even slower max speed than most other heavy tanks. So it's, it's quite nimble in terms of turning maneuvers and stopping, starting. But in terms of top speed, it is dreadful. But has a humongous health pool. I think it's the most health of any vehicle in the game. Not the most armor, but the most health. Will that mean we see some heavy engineers from Siddolio? They did decrease this by 10 munitions, I believe, in the most recent patch. And I think overall the heavy engineers are actually pretty decent in terms of combat capabilities. Churchill comes forward. Trades blows with the Command Panther. It's calling in the strafing support. And he could get the wipe here on this Raketin. Gets out of range only just. Command Panther actually going in. Stern Pioneer's going after the AT gun here in the north, and they're going to clear it out. Gets one more shot in on the Command Panther. Raketin's coming round. Lining up an angle on this Command Panther perhaps. Maybe he doesn't quite have line of sight here. There it goes. Command Panther in deep trouble. He's blitzing. Trying to get to safety. Raketin's retreating as well. Trying to steal away the 6-pounder, but I don't think it's going to be successful. There it goes, and he's even using the crew grenade. It's a good measure. Suppressing these squads as they come out of base as well. Slowing down Joe's support. But Jove getting a bit lucky there, escaping with the Panther.
We're losing a capture point.
Could have gone even worse for him. Siddolio, I think, should be able to recrew this 6-pounder as well. Sandbags get destroyed. He has to get out of there with the overs. Churchill's actually seems to be doing alright. 5 kills so far. Very sturdy tank. Jove building another Raketin. Very curiously, he goes for a Raketin right now because he could go for a Jagdpanzer if he just cancelled that Raketin. It's generally what people talk about as being the best counters to the Churchill. Maybe not necessarily at Vet 0, but because it's so slow, the Jagdpanzer can often get quite a few hits in. You can just vet up your Jagdpanzer, and then eventually you'll get to a point where Churchill just can't deal with the Jagdpanzer's high veterancy output. But he goes for another Raketin instead. Which is interesting. It's an interesting choice. I think it's the wrong choice though. Siddolio coming forward, trying to put some pressure on the HQ here. He's making use of the raid tactics as well, capping up the map. A lot of map control now. Panther comes forwards. Chasing it away. He's calling in some artillery in this region. Pushing away the ISG. Churchill also going to evacuate. Getting in range of the tech structure, taking a bit of damage. Just to back it out of there. Oh, but the flares get the blind on the Panther. And 6-pounder is there. Panther going to take a bit of unneeded damage. Churchill in the north as well. Threatens to wipe the squad. Get out of there. They get the neutralize. Oops. They do get away. Close call though. Yeah, took a little bit of unnecessary damage on the Command Panther. Doesn't have the mechanized truck, so no repairs in his base. Easy access. Stimponers haven't started repairing it yet either. Siddolio still only has 2 engineers with no EV upgrade. Oh, he's putting down some trenches now. Probably a pretty good spot to put a Vickers. Cover that central VP, especially because it's a Vet. Or Vet 2 Vickers, but it's got that range bonus. They did decrease this range bonus a little bit, but they gave it more suppression at Vet 3. Close call for that fortunate there. 2 Cromwell shells land. Cromwell, Churchill. Same thing. I'll pad this back up to full, ready to rumble again. Kids are spread out. Siddolio putting down some sandbags over here. So he's going to creep forward with the Raketin and try to get some capping done here. But it's actually not in camouflage mode. Now it goes in camouflage. That was a little bit risky. Might have ended up taking some machine gun fire before he got in the capture circle. My Panther coming around now. Joe's used the flares so he feels safe. Raketin reveals itself in the center. Gets some hits on the Command Panther to penetrate. Raketin is there for Jove as well. Gets some hits in itself. Vet 2.
A capture point
Some
is being
more
overrun.
artillery shells coming in for Siddolio. Trying to repair it up, but it's stuffed. The Command Panther also going forwards for a little bit of damage. Jove bringing 2 squads around the side here. This had to get out of the trench, taking some ISG fire.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Filtration grenades. That's the first time we've seen him use them. Grenades in return. Oh my god! This could be a wipe, and it is! Jove's reactions to the grenades is not as strong as Siddolio's. Now Jove only has 1 squad of Volksgrenadiers. The squad preservation just hasn't been as strong. But, you know, certainly before this patch, using grenades on Tommies wasn't very popular. So perhaps Jove not so comfortable and not really expecting those Tommy grenades. Built his last tech truck. Maybe he's thinking of going for the walking stook. He's got a lot of fuel. Struggling for the manpower though is Jove. He went for a 2nd squad of Obers. Not so long ago though. That has to blitz out of range of that Vet 3 Raketen for Siddolio. He's sick of that. He's actually going for the STG upgrade. Interesting.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Maybe, yeah, that's an interesting upgrade. We'll always get round the side of that machine gun, and they're shredding it. Late retreat could wipe it, and he does. Vet 3 gone on that Vickers. That is a big loss for Siddolio. Recrewing it now is going to be much less effective. Looks like he's going for another Cromwell. Don't know if he had the supply spare to be able to go for a Churchill. Maybe, yeah, by the time he recruits the machine gun,
Cromwell gun tank ready for action.
reinforces the squad, certainly not. Oh, almost wiped that G34 there. 6-pounder wheeling its way down. Doesn't quite get any shots in with it though. Oh no, he does. I thought that was out of range there, but somehow. The kitten is there, but threatened to be overwhelmed here. 2 tanks right on top of it. Spinning around. Command Panther coming around now. Could have been wiped there. They're going to trade blows now with the Churchill. In come the 2 Cromwells. This is a way to safety. Not sure entirely why Siddolio retrieved this Raketen there, but
We're losing a capture point.
better safe than sorry, I suppose. I'm now feeling bold, pushing forwards. There's some hits in long range.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Doesn't outrange all of Siddolio's tanks currently. Okay, Command Panther making good use of the side blocker there. Siddolio getting a good attack round in, however, in response. Jove getting very low on VPs, 114, 113 now. Got to be feeling the VP pressure quite acutely. And he's going for a Panzer IV. He hasn't gone for the repair upgrade on this tech structure either. Very curious as to why he went for the tech structure. Maybe he was hoping to get the King Tiger, but his army is just too large for it. But overall, I feel like a few of Jove's build decisions this game are not quite as sharp as some of the other players. Not quite as refined as some of the other GCS competitors.
Capture point.
But that's to be expected. I'm sure he's learning his lessons as he continues to practice. Booby trap goes off there, does a lot of health damage. Follow up fire from the Obers as well, takes him down to 2 models. Cromwell being sent to the north, making use of the ray tactics as well whilst he's doing this. Oh, maybe he's not. Panther is there, forcing away the Churchill, but it's the thing about the Churchill, it's got so much health, you can kind of use it like a Cromwell, but just feel a lot more secure in the fact that it's not going to just die to a camouflage for a kidney ambush due to its health pool.
Enemy causing trouble.
Makes it easier to use, I would say. Cromwell's ready to roll. Churchill being repaired up now. This for also being repaired. Got the repair pioneer upgrade now. It does Jove. Both these guys pretty much at full supply, so there's some full strength armies we're seeing here gonna collide. Jove got the triple cap. Siddolio draining out quickly. Siddolio still doesn't really have any indirect fire. Except for those artillery flares, so he's still having trouble dealing with these machine guns. Using the smoke shell there to try and get some capping done in the middle. And he actually does. He gets a Mills bomb onto the Rakit and clears it out. And the MG34 wasn't firing until now thanks to that smoke shell. Good use of it by Siddolio. Panther is there trying to trade blows. 6-pounder coming up in support now. Other Rakit coming out of base for Jove. P4 coming in as well. They're all trading. Rakit finally out there. Panther coming back in now as well. Siddolio's had enough. He wants to kill this second Rakit. Senses a weakness. Turns it around to fire at the Command Panther, and he does stop that one from retreating. Command Panther blitzing away. Cromwell wanted to go in for the kill, but the Panzer IV coming down now. One shot. And down goes Cromwell. Good awareness by Jove, bringing that P4 back in to the combat, securing the kill. Siddolio did, though, manage to steal away that Rakit. I don't think he really needs it that much. Perhaps he can now use Jove's weapon against him. Maybe 2 of those camouflage Rakits being used together. to ambush one of these tanks, knock them out quickly. Looks like Jove going for the walking Stuka now.
A capture point is being
After
overrun.
losing his Raketans. Thing is though, once he gets the walking Stuka, his army is going to be very close to supply blocked. Might be able to recruit this Raketan, that'll probably be it. Command Panther up to Vet 3 now. So they're trying to push through the middle, but that MG34 is staying strong. He's calling in the artillery once more, forcing away the obers. Make sure he doesn't drive into his own airburst shells. Oh, and he does. He's blinded for the troubles, but the 6-pounder's there in support. Churchill heading to the south. Oh, he blinds himself again. He's not having a good day. But he might try smoke that off again, but he's just going to knock it down frontally. It's going to open up the capture finally for Siddolio, but you know, Joe's had that triple cap for a long time, and now they're pretty close to even in terms of VPs again. Siddolio having trouble dealing with those double MG34s. Uh-oh, P4's in big trouble. One more penetrates, gets the kill. Jove cancels the walking Stuka. I think that's a fair idea. You know, we're so late in the game. Getting a walking Stuka, oh, he rebuilds it. I think it was the right decision to cancel it, because at this point in the game, there's pretty much no chance to vet up the walking Stuka. I feel like it's not going to have enough impact this late in the game. Maybe he would be better off just going straight for a King Tiger or something like that. Seems unusual, but I think it would be alright. But maybe not, because Siddolio's gone for the Firefly.
Keep up the good work, everyone. They're down to
Either way, he needs some more anti-tank. Getting overwhelmed here by the Churchill, just sitting at the front, dishing it out to the infantry while the Firefly sniping away at the back. It's making use of radio silences, Jove. Usually you want to be doing this at a period where you're kind of like sneaking around the map to catch your opponent off guard, but he's kind of doing it the exact opposite of that time when he's got no squads on the field at all.
our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Okay, but he's got the walking Stuka, which he cancelled once, so it's come out quite late. Very low on VPs. Siddolio hears the barrage and avoids it quite easily. Churchill just charging frontally here with the support of the Tommies, taking the Raketan frontally. Black Panther's there, but so is the Firefly. Black Base ultimately saving the day, but things looking really strong for Siddolio. Jove did actually lose his LMG obers. I think I might have missed that.
HQ report the enemy have 75 points.
Sends a squad up here for capping, but the machine gun is there. Now hitting Vet 4.
Damned enemies trying to take
Too
a point
impressive.
from us.
Uses the artillery flares now, but still only halfway cooled down. Oh, he's actually using it as an opportunity to charge in, get aggressive with his command panther. Ends up taking a lot of damage, not getting much stun in return. Oh, but maybe he's going to knock out the 6-pounder with the STGs. Not quite. Oh, and he takes a grenade and a Churchill shot at the same time. Ends up losing it. He was kind of just gambling that he could knock out that 6-pounder, but didn't come to pass. Into the danger zone once again. We're gathering the territory. 34 VPs left for Jove. Churchill, 26 kills. I've just been a bit of a meat shield this game. Here comes the grenade. Oh, and the wipe. Those grenades are pretty strong. Especially against a squad that clumped up. White Panther coming down. Firefly's there. Activates the coordinated fire on the Firefly. It's out of the arc of the Rakeden there. But Churchill in there for some rear armor hits. Rakeden setting up again, but I think he's going to juke the arc of it again. Unfortunate. Rakeden not quite getting the shots off, but maybe the Churchill can do it. No, the Rakeden gets the killing blow. Command Panther is dead. He can call in another one immediately. He's got the resources, but 27 VPs remaining. And Siddolio bringing in the Crocodile to finish the job. Very limited amount of capping squads for Jove. He's relying on 2 Rakedens as well. Which are very weak against the Crocodile. Jove calling in the King Tiger, on the other hand. I thought he might have done instead of the Walking Stuka. And there it goes. 1 Raketen down. No Firefly now though. The Tiger's going to have an easier time because of it. Trying to chase down this Vet 3 Churchill. 35 kills on it. It's done well. Kitten is there. So is the 6-pounder. Tiger charging in frontally, trying to secure the VPs behind this. Oh, and he wipes out that Vet 3 Rakeden. Churchill actually gets through for a bit of damage. The flamethrower focusing on the stern pioneers. Oh, oh, yes, you see that? Flames shooting out his asshole there. Maybe he had some beans. For dinner. Cromwell goes down. So he's going to hold on to the VP. That's the most important thing currently. VPs are neutralized. He's making use of the raid tactics. Man, he kept that fast with the raid tactics. And it's going to secure the game for Siddolio.
We're losing a capture point.
Also, what was that? Popping off shots there, I'm not entirely sure. Good game. Good game between these two players. Maybe a match we might see in GCS 2 at some stage. Drove a few questionable build decisions, floating too much fuel, I think. When at the point where he got the second Oba squad, I think another tank would have been preferable, or if he got the Walking Stuka at that stage, maybe it could have had more of an impact this game. But Siddolio played it well, made use of the grenades instead of going for weapon upgrades, which did surprise Jove and got him a couple wipes, so that worked out very well for him. Got some good value out of the Churchill as well. Had a good use of the artillery flares, the coordinated fire, putting some pressure on Jove. So overall, very well played by Siddolio. And Jove, I think, his overall play is solid. Needs to be a little bit better at dodging grenades and maybe just sharpen up his build orders. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.